This is a very young dog, and his owner has done phenomenal obedience work with this dog. This is the last piece that she struggled with. She could not dial in this leash reactivity. So here's what we did. To start, we switched out his collar. He came in on a prong collar. I don't have a problem with that. I use prong collars on many of my dogs, but I only use Herm Springer prong collars. That is the only brand I'll use. That's the only brand any good trainer is going to tell you to use. And those collars, you cannot buy them at PetSmart. You can't buy them at Petco. I can't drive that home hard enough. If you are going to use a prong collar, only use the Herm Springer brand. But for this guy, we went right into a slip lead. We didn't even bother with the prong collar because we had to recondition what the leash pressure meant. So he was used to having that pressure down at that base of the neck. We needed it up high around his jaw. Once we had it up there, then we used way less pressure on that leash to get that dog's attention, and this is what that looked like. Much better. Big difference. Good boy. Turn right. Tell him no, pop the leash and turn towards me. Okay, turn. Be firm. There you go. Say no again. No. Keep walking. Say no again. No. Keep walking. No again. There you go. Come back this way. We spent a good amount of this appointment just conditioning on the slip lead with the leash length, the leash pressure, the turns, the vocals, the energy, the body language, all of that. If you're unfamiliar on how to execute what I just described, I put all of that into a leash course. It's 78 minutes of video footage of me detailing every last piece, breaking it down step by step into 7 videos. If you need help with that, that course is $20. The link for it is in the description below, but let's keep going. Once we got comfortable handling him on the slip lead, we went back to a prong collar. Now, the reason we went from the slip lead to the prong collar is the prong collar offers quicker feedback, a quicker response time, and it allows me to communicate with that dog and shut him off much faster than I can with a slip lead. The other reason we went to the prong collar is because now the owner understood what the timing was. So she had the ability to give that dog feedback right in the moment that he needed it. And if she wouldn't have had that timing, it wouldn't have mattered what tool we used on him. It wouldn't have worked. He would have had no idea what we were asking of him. But because she did the leash conditioning first, it made using the prong collar absolutely effective in getting his attention very quickly. Okay, same exact thing. Give up a little bit of leash, walk back. Swing your arm to the left. Perfect. As soon as she passes, go left. The last thing is how you live with your dog matters. Whatever happens in that house is going to show up outside of the house. And this is where people get real confused and they don't really see it, because when it's just you and your dog, they're usually pretty good. Remember at the beginning of the video when I said this dog had a great deal of basic obedience, but they were just struggling on the leash? The one piece that was missing is when the owner would leave for work, the dog was allowed access to a doggy door. What happened was, this is a very young dog. So there weren't any rules or boundaries. He's just outside being a dog, and that meant he was barking and lunging and chasing birds and squirrels and butterflies. Like, that was part of his routine, and that was something that she struggled shutting him off. He did that in the backyard, and it's kind of dog thing, so we don't really think too much of it. Like, yeah, my dog does that, but what am I supposed to do about it? Anything you practice, you're gonna get good at. This dog spent the majority of his afternoon practicing being reactive. So now when his owner came home to walk him for that 40-minute walk, it only made sense that he was going to show what he'd been practicing all day long on that walk for his owner. Eliminate the amount of decisions that your dog has to make, because right now they're not making the right ones. So if he's not making the right decisions in the backyard, eliminate that. What does that look like? Possibly crate training. possibly crate training and maybe having somebody come over midday to walk your dog if you work longer days, or maybe working that dog extra hard in the morning before you go to work so that they sleep for a good amount of that day. Everybody's lifestyle is different, so you got to do what works for you. But the bottom line is, it is not fair to correct your dog for unwanted behavior or get mad at your dog for unwanted behavior when you're not giving them a routine to execute the things that you actually want them to do. Teach your dog what you want them to do before you ever say, hey, don't do that. If you're struggling like this owner was and you have not checked out my Leash Foundation course, it's 78 minutes of video footage of me working with dogs and showing you step by step by step on everything you need to do to execute what we were able to accomplish at the end of this video. It's 7 videos worth of footage. $20, not $20 and it expires, $20 and it's yours forever. You can rewatch it as many times as you need to. The link is in the description below this video. All right, you guys, that's it. If this video was helpful for you, like it, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and it will notify you when I upload new videos every week. If you haven't checked out this video, it's one of my favorites. Have a look here. Lastly, remember you guys, if you want a better dog, put in the Leash Foundation work. Check out that course. I'll see you guys in the next video.